Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Octoman, and I'm playing Epic War Saga Relaunch 2K18, which is a flash game available on congregate.com, which you can also see in the link below in the description. So, in this part, I want to go and master Chapter 6, Mission 3. So let me pretty quickly check what she's going to be about and what we can expect over here, as well as probably putting some strategy together. So as you can see, this girl is of type wind, so everything about fire should hurt her pretty good. Meaning, for example, we can probably make use of our Yuli or of my Yuli ninja assassins to, go over there rather quick and try to do as much damage as possible. There's also the possibility probably to go with the fire dragon over here. It just depends on what they are going to give us as an encounter. Also, probably I'm gonna give it a try with the white tiger, the phantom beast I got beforehand, and probably also something small units which are rather quick and advancing, so they can do some quite good amount of damage. Also, I got a recommendation from somebody. I'm not sure if that is even worse to make use of. Is going and checking out the Archangel. The Archangel is I don't know what type it was, which is going to be rather big and rather strong, especially in the first some of the missions, he said. So probably we're gonna go and check it out. But not the Angel Knight, the Archangel. I believe it's some other unit somewhere. I'm not sure where it is, and which you can or I can probably take a look at. But I really have no idea where it should be. Maybe I find it out later on. Probably Archangel as a hero in the Castle Throne. Not quite sure. And where it could be. Probably it's a wind unit, but it's not here in the wind table. So I have no idea where it is. So probably also in the monster lab to get it, which can or might be useful for the first couple of missions to master, as I heard. But most of the time, White Tiger, as you probably have seen in the past, is going to perform quite nicely. Okay, so my current formation is still 5 Gangni over here, so I gotta let my team as it is at the moment. So I'm rather okayish in case of attack. Well, at least for my level. And also I have 740 into attack over here. Only put it 10 points into action whenever I need to do some arena, or I like to do some arena over here. Based on, for example, daily missions and stuff like that. I can get this one. I have no idea what it is, but I guess this is something I cannot make use of anyways. Then we're gonna have the usual quest or the daily quest and the weekly quest, which I can go into and probably get some rush tokens for later on if I like to. But tomorrow there will be a reset anyways on this, so I will not be able to perform like everything until then. I mean, I could, but actually I don't think that is necessary here. Well, at least not for the moment. Okay, so let's get into her and try her out with this Ninja Assassins. The downside is these double whirlwinds once again are going to do a quite heavy damage. Also, they can, if they not just die from that, or get even fired, as you can see, from anything, they're gonna have a huge problem over here to do, or to perform in any case. So I can try out with a good amount of hobbits to pass by anyhow. Maybe that's working. If that is not the case, I probably give them another shot with some, let's say, bigger units over here. Okay, so these are now these are boomerang guys over here, and they're going to do earth damage, and earth damage is, well, nothing I can do against or about at the moment. So I try again, give him some big unit here, maybe some wind units which are against wind. The downside of that is they are not performing quite well in case of damage, I guess. Also can get burned down by, as you can see, these what are they called? Fire Zuccobees, so not a good idea for those probably as well. And now I get just killed by the Elf Ranger. So probably also here we're gonna stick to long range units, or probably find a way to beat her fast enough to do some yeah, some good amount of damage, I would say. So now I test out my Fire Dragon over here, which should be able to perform quite nicely and shouldn't have any problem against all of these Fire Zuccobi, as well as pushing as much forward as possible to do quite intense damage to our enemy opponent. So once the Fire Dragon is on the other side, he has no problem with that. I got one Ancient Task, which is a rare drop over here, which we probably need later on for upgrading some units. So this is one way, I believe, which can... I mean, maybe it can be better. When I'm sending electricity units, you can see she's sending electricity units as well and doing like a fancy amount of attacks over there. So also on the other hand, I can't now at this point I cannot do anything else but wait until they just kill me, I guess. Because I cannot do much against like all the ranged units and so on and so forth. So probably I just go out and try again with another strategy. So what I need to do is I need to anyhow find a way to do quick, small damage probably, also quick, at least quick damage, and maybe I need to have way more power, like in case of damage. Probably I'm gonna choose these guys over here and try to rush through with these little goblins. They're not that fast. Well, they are fast, but maybe not the correct one to pick over here, but maybe fast enough to go through all these long-range shots. But at the moment, they don't perform quite well as they get shot down by all these ranged units and they are just unable to go close to the point where there would be, where they would be able to do any damage. As you can see, because all of these long and mid-range units are quite horrible over there. So once again, I cannot do much over here. Also, I need to wait a lot of time now to do anything, which just makes me lose once again. So yeah, and do through all of that rebalancing, that's what they call it, it's absolutely horrible to go and pass by. So what we can try is once again, or several times, and also can see, by the way, she's always calling Ice Blaster 2 whenever she can, which is over here. Probably my Fire Dragon is going to get hit by that Ice Blaster attack, which makes him invulnerable, or actually just makes him getting killed. That was a lucky one that he didn't got hit by that, because she was facing the other direction. But probably I can anyhow make it so that she is facing me, and when I make use of the Fire Dragon, so I probably get hit by that to see the damage impact on that. Meanwhile, she is using the Ice Blaster 2 over here. And since I'm since I'm not currently spamming or spawning too much units, she's able to do this Ice Blaster attack as rather short range, I would say. So yeah, as you can see, all of these attacks are quite intense and gonna hurt you a lot. Meanwhile, you can still try to get the Fire Dragon out and do some decent amount of damage. There's one unit I might want to think about, is going to be in the Fire Temple. These guys are probably rather interesting for that. Probably they can do a quite nice job, because all these bullets of these little puppy dragon, even if they are range M, are maybe good enough to do some quite intense damage. Also, we could try out the Anuki Warrior, but they are melee and probably have the problem to come even close to them. Also, we can try out Mad Bull, but as a fire, but I guess they are quite slow. Same for Skeleton Archer. They have a decent amount of range, but on the other hand, they might not be able to perform quite nicely. But I would say, let's try them out. Just let me buy these two for the moment and put them into my formation, because I want to know if I'm anyhow able to beat this mission even faster than with the Fire Dragon. So, gonna take Puppy Dragon out. They are not that coast intense. As you can see, they only coast 1. one mana, so you can instantly call them or cast them out. They're gonna die like flies whenever they are getting hit by any other enemy unit, as well as I am going to get a decent amount of damage here as well. So Puppy Dragon, awful idea. No chance in doing anything over there. Let's try out the Skeleton Archer. They are slow in advancing. They need quite some time to get to the point where they are actually able to do anything. But they have a high range, meaning they can shoot quite fast. And also, since the enemy is coming close to the center point, they are able to do some quite intense damage to them as well. Downside is they're gonna need a long time before they are even able to do the final hits on that, and probably are not the best choice over here in case of clearing this, but they are a choice, meaning we can make use of them, and they need like half a minute, maybe a bit more. So, we can try this once again. Maybe when lucky, it's not about damage, it's more like about luck and speed, I would say. When lucky and the enemy is going to stay in the center of the screen and not moving whenever, like, under a specific amount of HP, then we should be able, or might be able, to do an early, an early win here. But as you can see, she's stepping back whenever she gets hit rather hard, I would say, and so it's going to take quite a long time until once again the Skeleton Archer are able to reach at least the center point to do the final strike over here. Hi Flores! Can't Vigoroth kill the hero with lava streams? I'm gonna go and test this one out in just a sec, once my Skeleton Archer are doing this job. Of course, I always, or almost always, rely to my units, because usually it's so whenever... Let me change that to Vigoroth. So he's a fire dude, and the point on is he has like no HP, at least not for me. Meaning, whenever I get hit by anything, it can happen. I'm not sure about the range of that. He's shooting 5 pillars. I need to test where I have to go to or where I have to stay at, so I can see if that is a good distance to make an actual hit. So, but with that low amount of HP, she just needs to call any of their attacks and is probably killing me instantly. I can do that. I can try that out. And he's quite fast. As you can see, also, these attacks are quite intense. Yeah, you're good. So probably that's another cool one over here. But I need to take care that I'm not getting hit by that. So, good idea, Flores. A pretty nice one. So yeah, you can make use of the hero, and he's okay-ish to clear this one, at least faster. But also I want to still find out if there's any other fire unit at the moment I can make use of it, which is probably faster, or at least not so risky to make use of, if you know what I mean. So what I want to do is I want to go back to the fire temple and purchase the other ones here as well, because I can, and put them into my formation and check them out. Also, I want to upgrade this one at least twice until I can get, for example, the clowns. They are rather short range, but maybe they are not able to beat this one down. So we'll see. Good collector. I got this for buying some units over here, which is okay. Gonna close that. Holy shield, 20,000 gold, 10 crystal. Pretty much okay for me. So, and I need to go to the formation, of course, and put them in. So I want to have like only these new guys over here. I'm gonna give it a chance for the Phantom Beast in a moment, but I don't think they are even close to do anything over there. Yeah, so gonna take the clowns. These the ninja assassins had quite some big problems over here, and the Anuki warrior. Okay, so let's test these guys out. I don't know the speed of all of them. So as you can see, Mad Bull is quite fast in advancing. I can also call some healing if I like to, because that's what Vigoroth has over here. But as you can also see, they're dying like, like nothing. So meanwhile, testing all of that stuff out, you can see it's taking quite some time to get these guys at least in range or anywhere. So the choice with these attacks are, or with this Fire Volcano too, is pretty good. Maybe Sword of Judgment are also performing quite nice, I don't know. But no, not really. So, yeah, I'm going to die right now. That's okay, because I have not enough mana over here. Oh, that was a bad one. Let's see what Anuki warriors are doing. They are also melee, close range basically. And probably doesn't make anything. I guess they are not doing anything, but who knows. In total, they are kind of immune against this elf rangers, but still, as you can see, they are not doing much over there because the damage is just insane. Okay, I need to take care of that. Okay, cool. So a good mix of everything is still able to do it. So once again, let me just purely try out these clowns. I don't know what I should play here, because I don't play with Vigroff, the red. So clowns have the same problem. The range is too small, and they're not performing quite nice. So they probably need some help from some distance unit, or more distant unit, at least an M range unit. As you can see, these attacks over here, they are so underpowered, and the enemy has like overpowered attacks. So the only thing is, yeah, going quite fast, close to him, and doing whatever we can. Play again. Let's see. Okay, so let's test out Fire Zuccobi over here. They are mid-range as well. He's also sending these Fire Zuccobi. And the downside on that is I cannot buff them. I mean, I cannot buff them by, using Rage, for example. So probably a better choice to test this out with... What the heck? What a useless meteor attack. Gonna die. So yeah, most of the units are absolutely worth less over here. Once again, I can try out the Anuki warrior when we get hit by these elf rangers. Then it's actually not a bad deal over here, but still all the enemies in the background are taking care of everything. So not a cool one, so not that easy. So most of the time, or at the moment, the easiest one, whenever you don't want to risk your, your life by using the fire volcanoes, then a fire dragon is absolutely what you want to go for. I'm probably gonna make another test with the Mad Bull. But also here I cannot buff them, so I would need to change to Popo back and see if I can buff them anyhow to get more damage into them. But as you can see, they even die like flies. There's one more interesting idea I just came across, which might be with Sharkmen, which can... Oh no, it's a bad idea, because the witches are going to become cold, I guess. So yeah, as you can see, not an easy one, not an easy one. Yeah, like high range is probably also a good idea. In that case, gonna do all of that, like for the wind units, for example. Can also try out elf rangers. Which one? Two? Maybe I can test out walk riders. They are of type wind, probably they're getting burnt down quite fast. But still, let's try them out. I can't even buff them, that's horrible. They are kinda immune to, well, usually they should be immune to all the wind attacks, but as you can see, they died like flies. Since that strange rebalancing, which is absolutely horrendous, they don't do much over here. Can go for some other units over here, but in the end, the damage is also getting split. They can do some damage, probably. And do it through the burn attacks. They can also go against all the Elf Ranger attacks. But they need a lot of time to come at least close. So I try to help it. And as you can see, now I need 3 fire volcanoes to get even enough damage done over there. So, and even the burn attack itself on 2, the enemy is quite low as well. So not even that is not really powerful. So best, I guess, is using once again these fire units over here, which are the skeleton archer. Gonna delete all of these here. These are worthless as well. These are useless. Same here. So probably that's the best way we can get into. I'm gonna give it a try for these and these. So probably we find something which is as fast as the other ones. At least they're gonna do some quite intense damage on the beginning, but since they're so coast intense, they need a lot of time, or actually needs a lot of luck as well to do some high damage, and probably better to get them boosted by Popo as a hero, because this fire guy over here doesn't make sense. So once again, we can do this with the lava streams, which is cool, or fire volcanoes, and I'm gonna switch him back to Popo to get my units buffed with Rage 2 and see if they can perform even better, because they're super fast on the other side. They can do quite some damage. As you can see, almost done with 1 hop, but that's it. So let me send some of these. Maybe they are fast enough to do some damage. No idea. No, they burn down. Oh my gosh. Super burned down by all these fire Zuccobi. Okay, but they are doing quite much more damage because I'm Earth, and they are of type Wind, so that's why I shouldn't go with this guy against Elf Rangers. So good to know. Once again, probably there is a way anyhow to make it with the Phantom Beast, but still they are dying quite fast, and even buffed, they are not 1% able to beat this guy down. And this is going to, or this is the biggest issue, I would say, over here. We can still rage them, but as you also can see is probably the guy instantly get hit by any of these special attacks, and they're insta dying from from all of that. So, but as you can see, these skeleton archer have a good enough range over here. The damage is not as good, but in the end they should be able to do this all alone without me going to be going to need to have the fire guy, the Regroff the Rat, the hero. But yeah, Skeleton Archer need about a minute to clear this one. So probably if I don't want to use that guy, I can try Fire Dragon. But worst case scenario here is we need at least 2 Fire Dragons, because the Ice Blaster attack is an issue here. So sometimes it can happen if she is not looking to the right and doing Ice Blaster, but is looking to the left, she's still able to beat us. But as you can see, the Fire Dragon, if they are not getting killed, are able to beat this in half a minute. What's faster? I don't know. We'll see. I'm gonna change this to Vigoroth again. So I can try out this with Vigoroth with its special attacks. Basically, I'm starting full, so I can already go over here, then cast out anything and do it again. And that's absolutely faster. absolutely faster than using the Fire Dragon, but also can be a bit. Well, it's not that risky with that guy. That's true. Yeah, I like the idea. That's pretty decent. You just need to walk over, tap, tap, and then she's. Oh my god, she survived with like one something. Gonna be a bit risky. Yeah, that's horrible. That's so funny. That was close. But yeah, if hitting good and if high roll in case of damage is coming, then you can beat her with 2. Otherwise, you can only beat her with 3. Somehow it gets cancelled, it seems, when I'm casting this too fast. However. Gonna try that again and keep a small time between. Yeah, as you can see, somewhat gets cancelled out anyhow. I don't know how. So sometimes you need 3, which is still kind of fast. I mean, faster than using the Fire Dragon in that case. So yeah, pretty good one. With high rolls in case of damage, absolutely possible to do it in like, yeah, 10 to 15 seconds, depending once again on the damage itself. So I'm gonna go and just do it with that. It's the fastest I can come across with, and does a pretty decent job over here. Pretty nice. Gonna redo that. Like, I don't know how often I need to do this, but just cast them one after another and hope that I'm able to beat her down quite fast. And get some gold, of course, meanwhile farming that. Pretty decent. Thanks again, once again, Flores, for the tip. Feels good. All the units at the moment I can see over here are are just slower. But there are some which have potential. Once again, if you are a way higher level, you probably want to stick to the Phantom Beast, which would be even faster in case of advancing. So probably it's a matter of attack as well as a matter of whatever you can equip over here and how fast you can get them out, I guess. So that's another thing over here. And of course, if you're able to rage them in any case. Maybe you can also combine it. As you have seen, they are quite fast on the other side, so can do actual damage. But yeah, once again, maybe with, once again, the other guy, with this other dude, and rage them, it's possible to make it at least the same speed or even better later on. Like, I mean, I cannot do anything here except rage them. So as you can see, they are quite fast. Yeah, quite fast in case of doing so. Even these little guys are going to do so much damage to me. I'm Earth and I'm kind of vulnerable with this guy against the Fire Zuccobi. That's insane. Okay, so good to know. Good to know that I can't do much against it. At least not in my level. So whenever I'm maybe like several levels higher, I'm probably be able to beat this even faster. But that's cool. I'm at 300% mastered this one down. You can always go and farm the ancient task. I believe it was something for the monster lab. Boomerang guys. Let's see. Ancient task. Well, we could make use of them. Well, at the moment, there is nothing we can use them, at least not here in the monster lab. Maybe not at this level. Maybe we can make use of them later on. Oh, farming monster levels might be interesting later on for getting these better walk riders or swamp knight, how they name it right now. What a strange name. Why don't they just name him Walk Rider Plus and stuff as they have done before? Why do they need to rename that? Nobody knows. Evil Mask. So yeah. This is everything I can do over here, I believe. I could just even go forward and farm all that stuff, but I believe that's okay for Chapter 6, Mission 3. I can also, once again, try out several other possibilities over here I might get an idea for example, with some ranged, like with this Holy Matriarch, which should be able to reach the enemy, which is also, or should be able to beat everything which is coming, based on my skills, but only if they don't get burnt and not getting, yeah, witched away. As you can see, they do some decent amount of damage, quite intense, but also need a huge amount of time to get there to the point, or actually to the center of the game field. And since the witches can be called so often by the enemy, because you can call like every now and then a huge amount of attacks, she is actually making a good witch wall over there. So even that does not really make sense, meaning all the witches now need to get burned first before the Holy Matriarch would be able to do some decent amount of damage to them. Also, it starts to lag right now just because of the sheer amount of blitzes and graphical content that even slows down everything even more. Are they able to do damage? Yes, they can. Are they fast? Absolutely not. Just because of everything what the enemy is going to send over here. And now she should be gone. Yeah, there we go. So once they are anyhow able to reach the center, they can do quite decent damage. But not as fast as on the other ones. Like, for example, with the dragon. For example, with the Skeleton Archer, or even with Wegroff, the rat, as a hero. Over here, once again, Phantom Beast, I believe when we are a bit higher in level, we should be able to beat this one with the Phantom Beast without any problems. Any other fire unit is kind of pointless to use here. Even the Ninja Assassins are going to die quite fast. Even if they are fast and advancing, the enemy damage based on, once again, the skills they are playing is absolutely horrendous. Too high to get even close. Not even with Titan units you can do much, except this one, and only if he is lucky enough to not get hit by the Ice Blaster 2 attack. And that concludes everything over here. I guess I have figured everything good, or as good as I could. And also, once again, thanks a lot to you, Flores, for the tip on Vigroff the Rat, so I can make another video about all of that stuff later on. White Harpies, well, nope. Not for this one. Probably there's something in the Earth Temple. No, not really. Well, yeah, we cannot do much over here. Probably some small range units or water stuff, but even water gets killed easily by all the witches. So nothing I can do, I believe, over here because of the, yeah, strange behavior. Maybe something else can be used here as in case of Thunder, but most of the Thunder units have been used already, and so I have actually no point in going with Thunder units. Not even the little goblins were able to do at least one hit to her, and that's basically not what we want to see, right? Okay, I'm gonna upgrade my blacksmith over here because currently I don't see a point of keeping my money, and I want to make sure that I reach maybe level 7, 8, 9, whatever, to get my hands on even better swords I can make use of, or at least anything which I can get my hand on to, yeah, help me out in the future a bit more in case of damage. Probably I get some epic blights here and there for way more attack. I don't know. Maybe I go and farm for the cat god stuff somebody already told me about. I'm not sure who he was or who it was. And also now I have the possibility to convert gold to platinum and so on and so forth, and iron to gold and stuff like that, which is also okay. There are also these True Dragon King swords 1, 2, 3, 4 are coming up next, as well as sooner or later the Barbatos King armor. Also this Kronos shield, which is having or had in the past had a good element of Earth, which is not anymore on it. It's a time shield now. Okay. Funny. And yeah. So I can basically check out now all the other possibilities over here to get my hand on or yeah, make use of or test out. Currently 14 or 15 pages of stuff I can produce or build or whatever. But at the moment, I don't know what I would go after. Also, I want to later on get my market to level 10 and all the other temples to the maximum, of course, as well. So I can get my hands on, for example, this here, this Thunder Crystal. Even if I never have played with those, I believe they are rather slow in advancing as well as doing not much. And they're also not kind of a Titan unit. They're just yeah, usual units with a bit more health than other ones. But that concludes once again the stream. Thanks a lot for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this one. And I hope to see you in the next live stream or video tutorial or whatever you like to see. Thanks a lot for tuning in once again and see you in the next one. Bye bye.